Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed those two pictures. I got the comments and I got the interaction that I wanted on the last video, so I put those up. A little backlog to what was going on there. The reason I was growing the beard is, of course, for my brother's wedding. The whole intention is to show up at the wedding rehearsal with some form of nastiness with facial hair to make the bride a little bit nervous. However, the plans got just a tad bit ruined, and let's just say that I had to go to a dinner on Thursday night, and I showed up with the mutton chops, that big nasty Wolverine looking crustache, and I don't know how the fuck that guy killed me. It looked like he wasn't even looking at me. I'm confused by that yet to this day. And the second one was one of the other groomsmen had actually grown a mustache, and it was similar to, I'm trying to think of the easiest way to explain it. Looked like he had a squirrel hanging from his lip. So I had to one-up him and went with the handlebars. All in all, it was good fun. I actually kind of liked the handlebars a little bit. Maybe that is the trailer in me. You know, the whiskey tango that I exude from time to time. But I had a blast with it. This video is a game of competitive playlist CTF. You got me, Holiday Doc, Wicked Shrapnel, and Socks. So let's just say that the teams were a little lopsided. The guys that we were playing with, I don't know if they were fucking around or what. But one guy was using an HK-21 with a thermal scope. And I don't know if anybody's actually ever utilized the thermal scope. But it looks like you're staring down a virgined butthole. It's like real tiny and tight and nice and juicy. And wow, just got a little uncomfortable. So I'm going to stop there. But a couple things that I wanted to address with this, as many of you have probably heard, and I am thrilled about this. The FAMAS, and from what my understanding is, the AUG, are going to be nerfed. I don't understand to what extent they're going to be nerfed. I know that there's not going to be any damage reductions. I think that they're going to mess with the recentering and the hip fire. And all of those are good things. And I think they're good things for a couple reasons. That guy ninja'd the fuck out of me. I mean, I just got murked right there. Had no idea where he was coming from. But as you guys can see in this gameplay, I'm using the Spectre. The comp playlist is somewhat of a FAMAS fest. And there's good reason for it. If you take into consideration that competitive is similar to any other sport that's out there, whether it be football, whether it be baseball, whether it be basketball, there always needs to be something to level the playing field. I have my dislikes with the FAMAS. It gets old using it from time to time, but I've got to say, I like how it evens out the playing field. And yeah, I think there should be some parity. I think there should be some other guns used. But when you're talking about a competitive game mode, and you're talking about something to where you want everything to be as equal as it can be, and you want gun skill and tactics to basically be what reigns. I like what the FAMAS and the AUG do, because everybody uses it. Everybody's at the same advantage. Everybody's at the same disadvantages. The perks are always going to stay the same. You're always going to have your lightweight. You're always going to have your sleight of hand. The FAMAS has kind of been the staple of it. It is a great gun. I don't know that I would necessarily go with saying overpowered. I think that that's an overused term, but it is the best gun in the game without question. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. There is not a gun in the game that is better. If that makes the gun overpowered, that makes the gun overpowered. And as you guys can see, we're kind of tramping on these kids. They don't stick around for very long, but whatever. It kind of is what it is. It's typical. It's what you get with, Black Ops. That's what you get with any of the Call of Duty series, is you have people back out. It's just what's going to happen. But I liked how it kind of made it to where everybody had to use the same thing. So, the person that had the better stick control, that has the better tactics, usually will be the one who comes out on top. Not anybody, not every person out there can jump into a competitive game mode with the FAMAS and do well. You can't do it. I promise you. You can try. I've tried it and I've failed. I thought that because, everybody's using the FAMAS, that I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to slap kids around. And oh boy, was I incorrect. And with this, you'll see me make some mistakes. Like, I make a lot of mistakes. We were just all goofing around, having a good time. Never really felt like we were out of control of the game. Guy donkey punched me. I'm telling you, that guy was wearing me out pretty much the whole game. I do. There is quite a funny moment in here in a minute. And I shot that barrel. I shot that barrel because I thought there was going to be somebody around here. There's something I'm going to do this week, guys. I've actually asked. I'm going to do a couple dual commentaries this week, and I think one of them I'm hoping is actually going to end up being a tri-com with the two guys from COD Anonymous. That would be Joe the Dentist, or Joe I Am the Dentist, whatever the fuck his name is this week. I don't know. He thinks he did something with somebody's teeth, and I guess warrants that name. And then Lloyd Milligan, which I'm going to ask Lloyd Milligan to explain where he got his name, because the story is legendary. And it reminds me of my heyday. It's good stuff. I lost. Oh yeah, I'm going to ask them to do this because I've noticed a lot of comments from you guys stating that with the competitive side of it, it's a lot different than playing 6v6. It's a lot different than your regular pub match, to where you can basically run all over the map, do whatever you want. This is a stupid fucking move right here on my part. I have a pea shooter. He has a good gun, and I get chewed up. I should have just continued on my path. But they have a series that is called the Spawn Shop. Now, what it focuses on is it's more of a focus for the people who are new to competitive. And Wicked, I'm so sorry, brother. I did not mean to shoot you in the forehead. That was fail. Always fail. But it focuses on the new side of the competitive, because as you guys know, I'm new to the competitive scene. Joe and Lloyd are both somewhat new to the competitive scene. None of us really have a lot of experience with the competitive stuff. But they do this series, and they do this series very, very well. It covers call-outs, it covers the spawns, and it covers routes in certain game modes. It's probably, I would say, from a production value standpoint, I think it is probably one of the best series on YouTube. It does not get near the recognition that it deserves. I think that if you have any inkling to get into competitive, you need to watch these videos. If you want to try this stuff, if you want to try this 4v4 stuff, these are the videos that will be easily broken down. They'll be easy to understand, and they're pretty well illustrated. And it's a great thing. I love what they do. I commend what they do, and I think it's great from all parties involved. So Lloyd and Joe, they will be on this week, and then I'm going to potentially run something later for you guys to where I want to do a dual com. I want to do a couple dual comms with some subscribers. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be interesting, to kind of see, why you guys watch me, and you guys can ask me whatever questions you want, and I can answer them, and we can just take it from there. So, this gameplay is wrapping up. I think we ended up winning this with a final score of 9-1, and that guy just freaking shit on me. Oh, it's awesome. But yeah, hopefully, you know, we can get some stuff like that going. I've got a new episode of What Did I Miss that I'm working on. I'm going to have to try and figure out some overlays and shit like that. And then also, the Let's Play is killing me on trying to figure out how to sync it. So, anyways, guys, my final score on this was 27-15. It was a fun game, fun match using the Spectre. Please remember to like or dislike the video, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys soon. Peace out.